What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we're taking a look at a couple of knives that just recently came into the channel that I think deserve some extra limelight. And if you have any knives on your radar that you think are really game changers, leave them down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So let's dig into the first knife up. We have the Petrified Fish Mini Beluga. This is coming in 14C 28N steel. We have a nice drop point blade here. We have a high polish sandblasted finish. We have dual deployments with fullers and a front flipper. Front flipper is done very well, guys. Nice fine jimping, and the detent is tuned to perfection on this guy. On this particular one, we have orange and black Damascus. They also have black and green, black and red, and solid G10. They might even have some other materials that I'm not familiar with, but this orange and black really stands out. Nice access to the liner with a chamfer on this guy. Just great action for such a light blade, and that drop point is going to be great for a lot of things. Deep carry, reversible clip, recessed behind the scale, recessed screws. Just a solid design from Petrified Fish, and I think this overshadows the original full-size Beluga, even though it is a touch smaller. Now, next up, we have the Kuby Talia. And right now, guys, Kuby is running an insane sale on their entire D2 collection, and that is where this stems from. They have knives going down as low as like $23, which is insane. They are trying to get rid of some old stock, and you can get this knife with a satin finish, drop point blade, D2 steel, beautiful fit and finish, multi-deploying options with the cutout and front flipper. And I have to say, guys, this is even better as far as the opening methods than the Beluga. You just have a little bit more of a front flipper there, so you have a little bit more surface area to grab a hold of. The jimping is a touch better. Now you are getting 14C with the Mini Beluga, and this is D2, but you are talking about half the price here, and this is going to be a little bit more substantial, so it's kind of going to depend on what you prefer. Very similar blade shapes, though. We have some nice G10 here. They have quite a few different variations, but I prefer the satin and the coyote. The satin blade with the satin hardware, the satin pocket clip, and then you have the darker contrast with the scales. I think this looks really, really good. Now, they do have Altum, and they have some other flavors of this knife. Great access with jimping, deep carry, reversible clip. This is one that I never experienced before from Kuby, and I have a ton of KUBEYS. This one kind of flew under the radar for me, but has gained a lot of attention from me over the last couple of days. Now, next up, we're taking a look at the Offgrid Rhino. This guy is coming in D2 as well, coming in right around the $40 price point. Nice drop point blade, decent size. We have a little bit of a PVD DLC coating going on here. We have a cutout, dual thumb studs, and a rear flipper tab. Detent is tuned very nicely yet again, guys. And the fit, the finish, the quality that these more affordable knives are undergoing these days, the demand has just skyrocketed, and the competition in the affordable knife range is just downright nasty. And what I mean by that is these companies are always fighting for that inch. So they're making knives. They're making good quality knives. They're trying to put out the best materials in that price range, and then drop that price, add this type of material, and keep that price. So they're always trying to undercut each other in a sense. It's really good for the knife buyer because we are eventually going to get insanely good materials opposed to just really good materials at a very incredible cost. And they're going to be built very, very well. Now, this one comes in the OD green. And I like the contrast with the black blade and the green G10. And then we have the all blacked out hardware. And then we also have a deep carry clip that will be reversible. We have a G10 liner here with a hidden lanyard pocket here. We have great access with a chamfer there. Just an excellent job from Mermet. They have really listened to the knife community and taken all the input and information, and they're putting it into their knives. You can just tell. And they also have some very innovative stuff that's out now and some new stuff that is coming out. So I commend them for all the changes that they have made over the last year, and they've really stuck with it and been very impressive. Now, next up, we have the very affordable Kaiser Seahorse. Now, this is their ultra affordable line. Coming in 9CR steel, we have a nice satin finish blade there, sheep's foot style, very utilitarian blade shape. I love the satin finish that they give us on here. We have dual thumb studs for deployment. They are placed very well for the thumb and reverse flick. You can get a lot of momentum on there. And the detent is tuned very, very nicely on this guy. You have great access to that liner. And we have some textured G10 handles, I believe. Deep carry clip. It will be reversible. Now, this knife is going to come in right around the $40 price point. And I think it's hard to sneeze at $40 for satin, 9CR, the fit and finish, the build. And I could, get on board if someone said they'd rather have the D2 at the 40 or under, which with the Kuby, they'll be down in the low 20s. So you could almost get two of those for the price of one of these or a Beluga. I'll link that sale down below, and I also have a discount code for that sale. If you're looking to kind of scratch an itch and get a new knife, get a user, just start filling out the collection. That Kuby sale that's going on, guys, is a great way to knock a lot of things off the list, whether it's getting users, just kind of padding your collection, what have you. And you're going to get a good quality knife. For my money, I'm taking the Kuby over this. I'm taking two Kuby's over this, no question. But nonetheless, if you need a smaller secondary knife, a nice utility style knife that's not going to break the bank, and you really like this design, which I really do. But if you ask me this or say the Talia, I'm taking the Talia over this. But this is also equally, very good. Just depends. Do you want D2? Do you want 9CR? What do you kind of want? But the Kaiser Seahorse, I took a gamble on it, and it's been pretty impressive. Now, this is the one that's going to take the cake for the day. The Offgrid Rhino V2, guys. I've had a lot of experience with Offgrid here over the last couple of weeks, and they are all very impressive. They've been very impressive, very well done, great utility work knives. They've all come in 154 that I have. They do also offer D2, and then I think they also offer some more premium stuff as well, and they're coming out with some new stuff here very soon. 154 on this guy, gray DLC coated blade, nice low drop point. I just love the look of this thing. Just very, very well done from Offgrid. If you want an overbuilt tank, but you want more modern accoutrements than, say, like a cold steel with the triad lock, which is tried and true, trustworthy, love it. But if you're looking for something a little different, but still going to maintain all that aggressiveness and trustworthiness, this is going to fill that role pretty well. I've tested 10, I think, off-grids. None of them have ever failed on the lock test, and I have really put a few of them through the ringer. Locked up solid, guys. Very dependable, very trustworthy, nice textured G10 handles. And I want to get to the last part here. This flipper tab, guys, I noticed it was different than what they normally do. They're off-grid. They normally have kind of your standard flipper like you see here on this off-grid EDC. And I like it. It works very good. I have no issues with it. I noticed this was different before I bought it. And I have to say, guys, it is so impressive. So well done. Whether you like to light switch, whether you want to push button it, the way that it's designed and rounded and jimped, you can just get so much on it. And they tune the detent so well that it is just, you could do this all day and have a huge smile on your face because it is so satisfying. I even will flip it around and do the old middle finger, smash it into your table deal. Just a fun knife, and let me tell you what, guys, a very dependable knife. I've had a blast using this. That drop point blade's going to allow you to do a lot of things very well. They've all come centered, all come with great action. I'll link these down below as well. Full length or almost full length G10 backspacer. Nice minimal deep carry clip that's reversible. Ungloved hand, gloved hand. The off-grid knives will take care of you, no question. Work knife, EDC knife, utility style knife, you name it. Offgrid is absolutely killing it in my opinion, and I will be shouting it from the rooftops all year. Offgrid is a sleeper. Don't sleep on them. They are fantastic. Let me know down below, what are some of your favorite knives that you have just got in very recently, or what some of your new knives that are coming out that you really are interested in. I love hearing from you guys down in the comments. Leave me a comment. Hit the thumbs up button before you head out. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.